Hi there, it's Paul. Today we're going to do a Citroen C3. It's a 1.6 injection petrol version. 16 valves actually. So what we're going to do today is change the oil pattern, which is here. I've got the new oil pan, the seal and everything, the sealant. And I'm going to do the cam belt also. And I'm going to also do the brakes, the front brakes, the discs and the pads. So, here we go. So I've got the toolkit ready. My hammer drill, and all the parts are here, the oil and everything, and the filters and the oil pan. So underneath the car, the old oil pan is here, and the problem is that it's got a big leak, and the plug in it as well is the threads gone on it. So it just suggested we changed it completely. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to drain the oil out first, and then take this thing apart. As you can see, the oil is now draining out. Whenever you change the oil on the car and you're draining it out of the oil pan, always open the oil cap on the top of the engine. It lets the oil come out a bit quicker because air goes through and it drips down quicker. So there you go. So while I'm down here doing the oil work, emptying the oil out, I've decided to take the pipe off the radiator at the bottom of the radiator to drain all the coolant out, because I'm doing the cam belt, so it will need to come out. So this is the pipe I'm going to take off. It's got a clip here, and I'll just drain all the coolant out. And the same again, you have to open the lid at the top so it lets the airflow out quicker. And I'm going to drain it into this. So there we go. I'll start now then. Right, so all that's off now. The wheel's off. I've got the wheel arch off as well. See there's nothing left. You can get access to all the pulleys and everything now. The belts are much easier like that. As you can see, the brakes also completely knackered. So they're going to be changed too. So the next job will be to take the old oil pan off. And as you can see, there are quite a lot of nuts to take off. Got to go all the way around the oil pan, and then there's some on the side as well. Some here. So here we go. Right, here I am back under the car. I've taken all the nuts off, the bolts. Sorry. There was one that was really hard to get to. It's right behind there. I don't know if you can see it on the video. It's there. I really struggled to get to that one because there's not much room to get around it, and the spanners wouldn't go on. So I managed to sort it out with the long ratchet. Here it is, the long ratchet and the bendy thing on the end of it. And that sorted it out. I got it out anyway. And this is the one what was in the way. Oh, what I couldn't get to. And it holds the exhaust up onto the engine. So anyway, it's out now. I think I might take the exhaust apart to make it easier when I put it back together. So I'm just going to take these two off here to free the exhaust. Right, carrying on. Right, so here we are, it's off now. I managed to get it off. It was a bit of a struggle to take off because the exhaust was in the way. So what I've done, I've taken these ones out like I said earlier, out of the exhaust, these two. And then up there, there's some more holding the exhaust in place. So I've taken 3 off out of the 4 and just untightened the other one. And the exhaust come down enough to let the cover come off. So here it is, and look inside, you can see the inside the bottom of the engine. Here's the oil pump. I'll probably give that a good clean out. So it will need it. And there are all the parts and everything. It's all greasy and oily and need a good clean up, so that's what I'll do. And then just do all the replacement the other way around. Hey presto, hey. Come back to you in a bit. I just wanted to say that this is the old oil pan what I took off. So I've got all the new seal for it and everything. It's still got some oil in the bottom of it, you can see it. Not much, but still a slight bit there. Not much goo in there, but it's not a very nice colour, so it's not had a good service. Looks like the oil's very old, which I believe. So anyway, come back in a bit and I'll put the new one back on and clean it all up and etc. See you in a bit. Right, so as you can see with the old oil pan, it's got this a thing all the way around it for the seal to go in. You push the seal into it and it fits in perfectly. It's shaped for it. As for on the new one, well, it hasn't got that. So what I've done, I've put some blue paste on it and that'll seal it off nicely. So I'm going to put that on now and tighten the bolts up. Well, here we go, the new oil pan is back up. I've not tightened them too much yet. I'm going to let it set a bit, the paste, silicone paste thing, sealant. So I've not tightened them up fully, and I'm going to do that after. So it's all back on, and the next part is going to put the exhaust back now. Put the exhaust back on, and then everything else, and then we'll pass on to the brakes. Hi, so back off holiday now, and we're going to carry on with the Citroen C3 1.6 injection. Today I've got Mary with me. She's going to help me with the tools and with the lamp, because I've got a problem with the electric, so I've got this small lamp here I can plug in what works. But the ones up here aren't working, so I'm using the small ones. So we're going to start doing the cam belt. So we've got to take all the belt off down here, the accessory belt. Take the tensioner off, take the belt off, the damper pulley, all the whatever else. And then take all these plastic bits off here. And then behind here is the cam belt. I've got to take the engine mount off as well here on this side, so I've got to jack the engine up underneath. Just what we did on the Clio really. So yeah, let's start doing it. Oh yeah, and there's no leak on the oil. I've put the oil back in the engine. And it's not dripping or anything underneath, so that's alright. But we'll see once it's running after. But it shouldn't leak because I've done plenty of sealing on it and everything, so it should be fine. Right, so to get the little tensioner off, I'm just trying to get round to it. So it's here, look, this one here. So you undo this bolt here, and then underneath there's a 10 mils one, this one here, and you can either go up or down, and it pushes the pulley back up. And the tension goes off of it then. See? So if I make this go back up, this one will release off the belt, which will be able to get the belt off after that. So here we go, I'll do it and show you what it's like after. So now the belt's off, look. As you can see, it's a bit of struggle to get to it. Right, I'm here. So as you can see, look, this goes up and down now. It's released, and once that's it will push down on the belt, and you can push it up like that, and then just release the belt, and it comes off. So I'm going to do the damper pulley next, and then take all the plastic covers off and everything, and I'll get back to you once that's all done. So to undo the pulley here, I'm undoing the three nuts on the end of it. I've got the ratchet on it now, and Mary's holding this for me. Look. So we put this on the crankshaft. It's a big screwdriver on the crankshaft. Yeah, I'm trying to lighten it up at the same time as I'm doing this. So we're holding it on the crankshaft so the crankshaft doesn't spin round while I'm undoing the pulley. So, and then once it's all undone, look, you just, all comes off. Just unscrew them all. I think you can stop now, Mary, doing that. If you want. So you want to brush. Alright, so that's off now. It's a bit stiff, so I can't do it with one hand, so I'm going to have to stop and take it off and show you what it's like after. So here I am, I'm back. So I've done all that. I've taken all the pulleys and everything, it's off the belt, and damper pulleys off, all this. I've taken the engine mount off, that's off. This is other engine mount, what's screwed into the engine, what you have to take off also. There's three bolts in it there. You take these off, and then you have to undo all the small ones here, all the way around, down to the bottom. And once they're off, you can take the whole thing off, and you get access to the cam belt. So I'm going to do that now. Hey, so here we have the cam belt. It's not in that bad condition actually. It's been done in 2015 at 106 kilometers. I'm not sure what it's got on the clock now, but I mean it's gone past the date anyway, because it's I think it's 10 years on this. I'm not sure though. Oh no, it's not. It's 5 years. Sorry, 5 years. So it should have been done in 2020. So it's gone past way past the date. I mean, it's not in bad condition really. It's not cracked or anything. So it should be alright. What I've done, I've turned the pulleys right onto the right position to put the pins in. So there's one there and one there. So when you take the belt off, they won't spin round. And then I'm just going to mark it all up with Tipp-Ex. Put one here, one there, and at the bottom the same. And then take the belt off. And that's it really. Right, so this is where we are. I've taken the old water pump off, which is in my hand here. It's not that bad really, it's not got any play in anything or anything, it's not leaking. It's in good condition still. So I've done that. I've taken the old pulley off as well. As a pulley one needs to be changed. I've got it here in my hand. This is a new one I've got to put back on. Just next to the water pump down there. And then there's got the tensioner to put back on as well, and then the belt. And then that's it, it's done. I'll give it a good clean. I've changed the seal as well down at the bottom. I didn't say about that. I've changed the seal down at the bottom of the engine so it won't leak. And that's about it for now. So I'm just going to do that. Put the water pump back on. That's sealed because it's got a rubber seal around it. So you don't have to put any silicone on that one. It's already got a proper seal. Nothing else to say really at the minute. So yeah, as I was saying, I changed the crankshaft seal, that's what it is. I couldn't find the word because you say I speak French more than English. So it's the crankshaft seal I changed. I give it a good clean as well with a what do you call it, brake cleaner. That's all cleaned up. That's why it's a bit wet still, it's drying off. That's about it. What do you think? Right, so all the belts back together now. Put the new tensioner and everything on. We tightened it up together because someone has to hold it at the bottom so it doesn't pop off all the time. You kind of get a special tool that holds it on for you, but I haven't got that, so I managed to do it some different way. It's just literally putting it all back together as it was now. Put the cover back on, the engine mount, and then the other one at the top here, and then the accessory belt, and then that's it. Put the coolant liquid back in the thing, and then that's it. Finished. Cam belt done. Cam belt and water pump. Right, so it's all back in place now. Everything. Can't really see because I don't know, just get the lamp. Right, so all that's back in place now. The belt's back on down there. Fan belt, as you see. I've also put the exhaust back on now. Yeah. So that's all back in place. As you can see. I'll just have to check these bolts are tight enough. And that's it really, all done for that. I've just got the brakes to do now, so that's the next mission. On both sides, pads and discs. And then put the coolant in, and that's it, finished. All done. Right, so I've taken all the brake pads off. And they were rubbing on the metal thing there, so they are knackered at the end of the life. And the discs were the same as well. That's the new ones I've put on, look. New discs. And new pads. Not very hard to do really, just undo these bolts at the back here. There's two, one, two. You lift that off. And then you change the pad and then change the discs. I'll show you on the other side how I do it, because I didn't do it on this side. We're in a rush. These are the old discs. You can see there's quite a bit of wear and tear. I think it's about nearly 5mm on that. Easy, 5mm out. So yeah, they were knackered. Oh, she did say they were squeaking a lot anyway. So I've done that, and I've put some brake cleaner on the new discs because they put these this grease on it to protect it. So that's done. I'm going to put the wheel arch back on this side. What I took off, I put in the trailer over here. So I've got to put the wheel arch back on, and then the wheel, and that side's done, and then I'll go on to the next side. And voila! Alright, so here we are today again. Dave's here today. So it's all back together now. It starts alright, runs fine. Hey? Yeah, it's got a blown bulb on one side, so I've got to change that because it's got its test to do. So it's all running fine. I did the brakes on this side, but my battery ran out, so I didn't manage to film it. Coolant's alright. I've got to let it run a bit so it goes down and then put some more back in. That's it. Bye!